Welcome to the story of myself, Anton. My name is Anton Mulenga, and then...
Where are you from?
Mandev compound in Lusaka.
What is that? What is the compound?
It's a compound, it's like a constituency. That's where my parents were and some of my relatives. Actually, I don't know my father's relatives, but I know my mother's relatives. And in my other side of my mother's relatives, I only know my grandmother.
Okay. Where is she?
She's in Lusaka, in Mandevu.
She's at the compound?
Yeah, within Lusaka.
And where are your parents?
Dead.
There was a report that was done a year or so ago that reported that there were 500 people a day being buried in the capital city of Lusaka, primarily from the AIDS-related causes of death. In some areas, a friend who's working with Doctors Without Borders, their reports show that in Lusaka, I think the numbers for HIV-affected people is about 30%, and in Livingston, it's about 50%. Now, that's people over the age of 15. So it's going to vary by community. It's going to vary whether you're in a big city or whether you're in a rural area. But the bottom line is that this entire generation of people between the ages of 15 and 50 is being wiped out. Is just being wiped out. So who's raising the children? It's the grandmothers and the 15-year-olds. That's who's raising the children of this country.
How old were you when they died?
7 years, because they died in 1997.
How did they die?
That I don't know, because I was too young.
You were too young?
Yeah.
Do you remember them very much?
Not that really. Not that much as a child to know his parents, but I can remember my mother's face because we stayed long with my mother than we did with my father, so I can remember my mother's face.
Where did you go when she died?
I went on the street.
What did you do on the street?
Begging.
Did you have a place to sleep?
No, but on the street, drainages and the corridors there, that's at night, in the afternoon, we go look for food, at night we come back and sleep. We used to look for card boxes, then we put them in place in order and then we sleep in them. We sleep on them, that's what we were doing. This was the place.
This is the trains over here. This is where you used to sleep before you jump on trains.
Yeah.
And this is in this ditch. What in this whole area, what were you doing?
Cooking sometimes, as you can see, those two blocks here.
And is it always this dirty?
Yeah.
Yeah. How would you keep warm?
We go out there in town and bring the card boxes and then we come and lay them down as a bed.
You'd lay down boxes.
Yeah.
What would you put over yourself?
Plastics.
Plastics.
About 6 or 7 years ago, it became very evident that, I mean, there's orphans all over the world, but it became evident that because of the AIDS pandemic in different parts of the world, that the number of orphans in countries that were hardest hit by AIDS was going to just explode. And so that's where we started looking in about 1996 or 1997 and looking towards, you know, where to go next. So we started looking at countries that had a higher incidence of AIDS, because the end result of AIDS is orphans.
How many orphans were there on the street with you?
Plenty.
Plenty.
Plenty. Many people.
From what age?
I think 5 going up.
Did you stick together? Did you help each other?
We did help each other very much.
What is this area?
Simpson.
Simpson?
What
What did you do here?
This is where I used to sleep. This one he saved me when we were in Livingston. I almost drowned in the water. And they won't leave you out of here unless you pay your food.
Do you sleep here?
Yeah, they sleep here.
Where?
Sleeping inside.
This wall.
Inside the drains? Why do you stay here?
No house, no mother, no father. That's why I'm
Sasa my mother
brother
is
will come,
dead.
almost look alike.
nikona humu. If njevo kuja pamene nikuja so ni mada. Ni magona. Ni magona. Pamene humu so. Ine nikona humu so. Ngati ufuna unijenge kunyumba pamene ukana.
Does this scare you? Did the rest of these kids scare you? Why?
They'll be asking for money, however you don't have money, so they'll be asking for money. So, like they say, they have stayed 3 days without food, now they want food. Since they have seen this opportunity.
How do you me? I don't know everything.
Don't fight, don't fight. Hey, I won't give you anything.
Don't give him.
You guys need
It's me, boss. Calm down. We lived on the street for 3 years. From 1998, the first time we met with Kathy, I ran away, and then I went again in Livingston from 1998 to 1998. I think for 2002, 2001, I think that.
What can you tell me about Kathy? How did she meet you?
Yeah, Kathy is a very friend of mine. Actually, I call her my mother. My mother's as what people can think. Kathy is a very friend of mine. Then I call her my mother. She's like the second mother which God has given me, because at least I feel that feeling that I'm calling somebody my mother.
That's what I wanted for Anthony. I wanted him to have a childhood. Didn't you ask me that once? You said, I just want to be a child again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his childhood was kind of taken from him from a very early age. So I'm happy to see him in a secondary school and just being with other boys and having friends and having fun and doing all those things that he should do at his age, and not worrying about where his next meal is going to come from, and not worrying about whether someone's going to beat him up or hurt him. Not worried about where he's going to sleep and not have to sleep in a cardboard box.
Poverty leads to a lot of what we see here. Is the answer education?
Well, that's what I'm saying is it's a very complex problem, and the answer isn't simple. But there are certain steps certainly that have to be put into place. Education is a big key. Educating the girl child is a big key. to making sure that the girls in the society are educated, because the truth is that women are agents for social change all over the world. So if you educate the women and the girls in this society, then they help to effect changes throughout the entire society. So education is a big key to it. Microcredit is a big key. Giving people the financial freedom to be able to feed their families. Poverty is a fuel for AIDS. When women are left without husbands, they have no other way to support their families in many cases except to trade their bodies in order to feed their children or to house their children. When children are left without parents, they have no other way to support themselves except through trading their bodies. They're very often taken advantage of, they're molested, they're defiled. These are all big issues.
I'm the child in need, who need food, clothes, education, and shelter. Education is a must. We also want to be educated for the future. For the future who will be ready by us. We are the bush of tomorrow. If we are educated, we shall make a better Zambia. Make a better Zambia.
Make a better Zambia.
Make a better Zambia.
Make a better Zambia. The street child out there should be your concern. The orphan child out there should be your concern. Your concern should be always appreciated by us for the children in need. Make a better Zambia.
Make a better Zambia.
Make a better Zambia.
Make a better Zambia. I'm the child in need.
Vamayo, 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 sungeni wino vana vanshiwa.
What is the school?
This same school? Mansa High School.
Are you excited to be here?
Very much.
Why are you so excited?
Because I'm the first one in my family to be at high school.
Did you ever think that you would be in school, that you would ever be here?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, I had hope. No, somebody can have the feeling that I want to continue living in this same situation. One day I'll jump out of it.
What made you have that feeling?
I was different from others. I was not taking drugs where they used to take. I kept myself clean, though I lived in poverty, but I was cheerful. Even people in the street, they loved me. They used to give me blessings that one day you jump out of it.
Other street kids, do you think they can jump out of it?
Yes. There's nothing impossible with God.
Is there a solution to any of these problems? Will there ever be a solution to these problems?
There are many solutions to the problems. Will the problem ever go away? No. Will it ever be entirely solved? No. It won't, but there are many solutions, and I am very hopeful. There are solutions, and it is one child at a time. That's not just a marketing thing. I mean, it's Anthony. It's one child at a time. Because to look at it any other way than that becomes so overwhelming that you can't breathe. You couldn't breathe. I have trouble sleeping now. I would never be able to sleep if I thought, oh my gosh, there's 106 million children according to, the latest Children on the Brink report.
Once you graduate from school, what do you hope to do?
I one time in Zambia, I'll be a president one time. One time.
Wakwengera Bombasa,
Wakwengera Bombasa,
Wakwengera Bombasa, Mami Wakwengera Bombasa, Mami Wakwengera Bombasa.